Hello, hello, my green skins, and here we are talking about Transformers the movie again. We love the movie so much that we're gonna talk about the box art. But first, let's talk a little bit about Cybertronics 3, the actual guys that are actually the reason we're doing this. They have a tour coming up, so I figured we'd do kind of a Transformers month as a little bit of a kick of the can. We might even, who knows how far we'll get with this. We might even talk about the dreaded Bay films.
Or if we
Who
want to make everyone
knows?
happy, we can talk about Beast Wars or Robots in Disguise, the 2001 version, or the Unicron trilogy. But Orc
Or,
Warriors only a is a G1er.
I'm pretty much no. I did see Beast Wars and I did see some of the other stuff, but I would have to rewatch it again. That might be a little bit of a long, long spread. A long, long spread. So let us talk about the box art because there was quite a few box art, wasn't there? And
Oh
what you're
yeah.
showing right now to me is the Transformers the movie. That's actually the original box art I remember seeing
Yep, this
from back
is
in the
the original. I think most this is the one that was pushed in the American market, the North American market. Um but I wouldn't know. I wasn't alive at the time when the movie came out, so uh
I vaguely remember seeing this.
has a very it's comic booky, but it also has this 80s futuristic, like silver shining thing going on, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I remember actually seeing this back in the day when because I was around for this. I remember an arcade, way back, way fucking back when. I would walk into an arcade, and that's the first poster you'd see was that because they had posters on the wall. They had all these different like they had the Last Starfighter. They had a bunch of stuff on the wall, and that was one of the posters on the wall. So Transformers.
but I find it strange. I mean, this is not the poster I originally saw. So when I saw this the first time, which was years later, when I eventually got the internet, which was in the late 90s or early 2000s, like, why is Ultra Magnus in the front? I mean, yeah, he's a major character, but he's not the main character of the movie. So it's like,
And technically, that'd be Hot Rod, right? Like, so it's just kind of.
yeah.
I have no idea. He was also insanely popular. Ultra Magnus has always been popular,
I like Ultra
and
Magnus. I mean, the fact that he's voiced by
yeah,
Robert Stack makes him more likable for me.
yeah, and that's overall the reason why probably it's not a bad picture. I think it's pretty. I agree that other art we've seen is actually better, but that one is okay. I'd still put it on my wall if I could ever get a I'd want to put that on my wall and frame it and have it on my wall with like if I had like Leonard Nimoy signed or something like that. But I don't have that, and I don't think I'll ever get. I don't think I'll get that poster. I'm not that hardcore of a fan. I don't have enough of a man cave to do that.
Man caves. I want my own man
Yep.
cave.
Oh, freaking Jesus freaking hell! If I ever make enough money to get my own place, I'm getting my own man cave. No more apartments. It's gonna be a beautiful man cave. Actually, do you know what my man? You know what? My living room's gonna be my basement. My man cave's gonna be upstairs. You
Only
you
one
fuckers can
woman.
come into the back door and go downstairs.
Only one woman would be allowed in my man cave. And
Yep.
yeah, I know it's not my mom.
No, yeah. No. My rule is my upstairs is gonna be my man cave. I've been arguing with a friend of mine that he's nuts because he keeps buying these arcades for his man cave, and I keep saying to him, dude, dude, you have no fucking room in your man cave. Literally, there's nowhere to sit. It's like you have to sit upstairs. Why don't you put some of the stuff upstairs? He's like, no, I want it downstairs. I don't want people knowing my geeky side. You know what? Fuck that shit. I'm putting arcades. I'm putting a big screen TV, and four arcades are going to be all upstairs. Like I'm gonna buy like if I buy a house, and everything's gonna be upstairs, and then downstairs is going to be like
You
the
know what?
recreational living.
Screw it. Why have a man cave? Why not just have the whole house your own personal space with everything you want everywhere? Like, why do I?
Well. Yes, but unfortunately, we all know what happens when we all know what happens, ladies. Yeah, we all know what happens when you
Hey,
sort of lose.
if she's the right one, she'll agree to it, and I think I'm covered in that department. But that's just,
Well, no, 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 no. You get kids and it all disappears.
well.
Trust
Anyway, should we move on to the next
next
art?
one. Yes, we should move on to the next art.
Okay, this is the UK version of the movie, the UK poster, and
Yeah.
I think the movie came out December 12th. I think the movie came out in August in America, but anyway, that's a different subject. But oh my god, this is so much better. There is so much more going on. There's so much more detail. This to me is the definitive movie poster. What do you think?
Yeah, I remember. I actually remember seeing this, and I think this was the box art for. I think this was because the guy I had that was when our local corner store, aka by the way, R.I.P. R.I.P. General Local Stores, local corner stores. Those aren't going to exist in the next couple. Those are pretty much non-existent. You know, but the guy we had, he actually had that. I think that was the movie because he would get movies from all over the world. He would have stuff that no one ever had, and just random stuff. Like he had Wind Warriors, he had which is Princess Nausicaa. He had the Tale of Earth. He had a lot of stuff. Like just anything VHS, he had just had it. And that was that his little corner store lasted for about well, it was up all the way until recently, very recently, unfortunately, and he still had he was almost 89 when it finally all came to a close. And I won't get into that. But yeah, no, this was the box art I remember seeing when I was a kid.
I mean, look at what's going on in this picture. You've got your Optimus and Megatron at the center. You
Mhm.
got Grimlock, a robot dinosaur in the background. It's also showcasing the vehicle modes and the space battle, the Earth battle, a city in the back in flames, characters running away from danger. It's like, dude, there is. If I went to a video store, I feel like this is the kind of movie poster or VHS cover that would make anyone, fan or not, it would it would catch their attention.
Yeah,
And
exactly, and that's what made this. That's what makes it look so nice. You are right. No, the other one looks crappy compared to the UK one.
at least I'm assuming it's the UK one. I don't know, but when I type Transformers movie poster UK, I get this one.
Yeah.
But
And well, that wasn't that where you were getting your stuff from the UK at the time, so that probably makes the most sense.
no, I was getting stuff from Australia because I was living there.
Yeah, but Australia's getting stuff from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, I think we talked about how there were different versions of the movie, like the one with like the international version had a Star Wars text crawl.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think most countries got that version except North America. Canada and America and other neighboring places.
I don't remember the text crawl, so
Like I,
yeah, I'm not
like I,
100% sure.
yeah, like I said, because that was added after the movie came out in America, and they had to like scramble to put it in there for international releases due to certain complaints. In fact, I forgot to tell you this in the other video. At the end of the movie, and you're not gonna see this in
Mhm.
your version or any current version, but I still have the VHS, and you can still find clips on YouTube. There was an ending narration that goes like, "The battle is over, but the galaxy-spanning adventures of the Transformers will continue, and the greatest Autobot of them all, Optimus Prime, will return." Yes, they had to.
Really,
Really, they had to scramble to avoid kids from locking themselves in their room like that one kid did.
really,
They had to announce Prime's return.
fuck, wow, just wow, holy shit, and that's pretty wow. I never knew about that. That shocks me, but that doesn't surprise me. There was that much of an issue. Like people were really upset. Like I heard about this upset. I never did get to see it again. Transform where I was at, we never had that moment.
So where you're
Um,
at, did they not even air Transformers Generation 2, which is basically select episodes of the original show just
oh, we
repackaged?
never saw Generation. We never saw. No, I didn't see Transformers, and like other than the movie, and like later on, we saw Beast Wars
Yeah, that was
before
slightly
we
before
saw
Beast Wars.
anything. Yeah, because again, being Canadian, where I was at, we didn't have that. We had, like I said, I had Cadillacs and
Wait a minute, you
Dinosaurs.
didn't have Beast Wars, you had Beasties.
No, we had Beast Wars originally.
I saw that video. That opening theme went
Yeah, I know they changed.
Beasties.
They changed it to Beasties afterwards, but it was called Beast Wars originally. I remember watching it. Beast Wars. No, it was weird how it went for us because we were all over the place. Like it makes me chuckle because I remember like at one point it was good, at one point it was bad, at one point it went here, at one point it went there. It went all over the place. It's really interesting how Transformers kind of moved around. I didn't see it until the VHSs. Like I said, when my friend had the VHSs, that's when I got to see it. Same with GI Joes.
So with this photo, with this picture here, this was actually the VHS cover on my Transformers movie VHS. Yeah,
Well,
except the title, the Transformers logo is placed elsewhere, and the blue bars, the blue field around it is non-existent. But the battle within the frame is was the VHS cover on my copy, and from a company called Video Gems. Oh man, this is beautiful. This is amazing.
it is like you can do a box art like for me and my fantasy stuff. We can do a box art just on the fantasy stuff alone was amazing, and some of the stuff that's coming out. Like it really did. Like it was. Thank you, thank you, and fuck you for. I can't remember what movie started the whole face thing,
I don't know.
and I hate that. Whoever thought that was a good idea, I can't stand that crap at all. Like, oh, like give me some beautiful freaking art.
You know what's even um, more amazing? I mean,
Hmm.
correct me if I'm wrong, but obviously this is drawn in the '80s, so I imagine computers was either they either didn't use computers for this picture or it had minimal usage. Like, what do you think? Knowing that this is hand drawn.
It was all hand drawn. Like the creator, there's a guy who does. There was a guy who did a lot of hand drawn stuff over the years, and he's the one that did a lot of that shit. And that was basically his life was basically drawing movies, movie posters. And there's an interesting documentary about him actually, and he's very very fascinating as a human being.
Oh,
I actually think he's kind of cool. You should actually. I vaguely remember a documentary about his life, and yeah, he had a lot of shit that he made. He made a lot of movie posters. I can't remember who made the Transformer one, but I know there was a lot of poster art out there that was made by this one guy. So I guess what's the next one look like, sir?
okay. The next one is the Transformers the movie comic book.
You know what? That looks cool. It's not like I said, the art style isn't exactly good because again, for some freaking reason, Marvel Comics has a lot. I have a love hate relationship with the old school Marvel Comics. I know a lot of fans like it, and a lot of fans don't. It's just, yeah, that does look good, right? It's not perfect, but it does look good.
I don't
What
know.
do you think of it?
I just think they. I have to be honest. I have not seen. When it comes to drawing robots, let the Japanese do it. They're better at it.
Well, you know what it is. You know what it is. Funny that makes me laugh when I hear that. Is the Transformers as a whole. It's like I said, the old school comics look a lot like this. It's just how they work, and it just literally how it is. Like the whole John. like the old Incredible Hulks, the old Thor, the old this, the old that. Like we gotta say it. If it wasn't for Marvel Comics or comics alone, we wouldn't have cartoons. You wouldn't have a Transformer.
No, but
So
I guess not. But oh, I have to wonder what's with Marvel's obsession with the color yellow at the time.
oh, I have no idea, but there's a lot. So what's next on our list, good sir?
Okay, this is the Japanese poster for the Japanese release of the
That was
movie
fucking amazing. Why didn't we get that?
because Japan
That
gets the good stuff.
yeah, Japan always gets the fucking good stuff.
They make the
Japan
good
the defender.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Japan defenders are awesome. That's been a running gag for me for the last couple of months. Is that you know they're talking about this Japan's going to be doing a certain show. I can't say too much because I don't know 100%. But apparently they're going to be doing a couple new shows are coming out and they're based off American stuff. And it just kind of made me chuckle. I remember hearing about it. I want to get some more details before I kind of say anything because I don't want to sound like a complete raging dick about the scenario, but I'm like Japan's defender of awesome.
So
And
obviously the Transformers logo in this picture is just someone photoshopped it on, or maybe it definitely was not originally there. That looks way too clean to be part of the whole thing. But yeah, ignoring that, dude, this
if
is
that's the legit Japanese poster, that's amazing.
as I've been led to believe it is, and
Oh, that is wow. That's impressive. Like that's something you put on your wall. Like that's Star Wars grade, like
oh
old
yeah,
school Star Wars.
pretty much. I mean, Unicron is the Death Star, and Leia Leia's
Well, I've
hair
always
bun
thought of
inspired
Unicron.
RC's helmet design.
I gotta say it, and I'm gonna say it right now. I don't agree with that. Unicron's based off of Galactus.
Well, when did that come out? Because I imagine this was out. This is 1986. The movie came out, so
No,
that's when Star Wars was
no,
big.
no.
Like,
1966 is the first appearance of Galactus as
ex-
issue.
okay, more reason why it's more based on the Death Star because Star Wars was a phenomenon throughout the
You've
80s.
never seen, you've never seen Galactus's giant ball sack that he fries
Well,
around it.
I say that because the makers of the movie said it themselves, and in fact, the Japanese trailer, which was oddly in English, said, "Conceived in the epic tradition of Star Wars, this animated adventure stars Leonard Nimoy as Galvatron."
Did they actually? Well, okay, I guess not. But that the thing is about the Unicron that eating planets. That's exactly how Galactus does it. So that's
Is it?
what I'm saying. And Galactus was way before them.
Well, you could say they both were inspirations. I don't know, but
I don't know.
it's still an
I'll
awesome
argue. I'll
poster.
argue. It's still an awesome poster. That's beautiful. That is sweet. That's something you put in.
Okay, so I think so. The next one is a obviously it says DVD on here, but it was before DVDs. It was also on VHS, and I think I saw this one time at a video store. What do you
I
think?
never saw it. It's awful.
It's not so bad.
Absolutely fucking awful. Oh, I
Well,
don't like that at all. Oh, that looks awful.
actually, I should also make another point about this picture. This is the DVD cover, but like I said, it was on VHS, so the Transformers logo was obviously different. This is like the 2000s movie logo, but apart from that, it's if everything was done diff. I'm losing my train of thought here.
That's how bad it is.
Yeah, obviously the logo was different, but and it didn't have
Yeah.
the DVD symbol, but everything else was is the look. So if anyone starts looking in the comments, if we look at the comments and someone says, "Oh, this could have been from the '90s because look at the logo,"
No, no, no.
this
We're
is
doing the box art as a
this is
whole. This
photoshopped.
is what's coming. Yeah, this is box art as a whole.
Yeah, it's
If
just
this
about
is
the
the box,
art.
yeah, this is about the art of the box art for the Transformers movie because it is actually interesting that as time went on, they did change the box art a bunch of times and the posters
And then they tweaked them with time as
they
well.
did. Yeah, this one sucks though. This one's absolute garbage.
I don't think it's so bad. It's definitely not the best, but
No,
uh,
it's not. Let's move on to the next one, good sir. What's on the next docket?
this is another VHS one, even though it says DVD down there. But again, some of them have been reused for later um, media
Did I see
medias.
this one? I think I've seen this one. This one actually looks very familiar. If this is it, I think this, but again, I could be brain farting. This actually doesn't look that bad, but it's still compared to the like. Okay, let's be honest. It goes like this right now. The Japanese poster, then you get the UK poster, then the American poster, and every other one just kind of meh.
Even the
What do you
comic
think of
one.
this one? Yeah, even the comic one. I can't deny the comic one looks bad, but it's not. But that was the style for the time.
This one, it's a fine picture on its own, but really that's. But for the movie, it's Optimus Prime is dead through most of it, so it's like
Yeah,
unless you put him in a battle position, in a battle pose, what's the point of showcasing him like that? It doesn't give the impression that it makes you expect to see him throughout the
oh
movie.
yeah, like I said, if this is legit, it's bad. Like
It is
again,
legit.
we don't know. Like yeah, I know, but that just blows my mind that that's legit. Like that's just ugh.
It's not a
Wow,
bad
we're hitting the
picture
bottom.
in and of itself, but it's just not a good poster to promote the movie. It would have been good if it was for for a VHS with some episodes in them, but not the movie.
Yeah, that would have been good for a VHS for episodes, but not no. No, let's move on to the next one, good sir. Ugh.
Okay, this is the 20th anniversary DVD edition, and there are two
I've seen
versions
it.
of
I
this.
think I have. Yeah, I have this.
What do you think of it?
And this one isn't bad.
It's not great
This one
either.
I actually I like. Well, I like it better than the last two. The last two were fucking awful. That one's at least good.
So,
Overall, I'd give it a decent rate. I'd give that if we were to give everything a rating. Well, I would give a 9 to. Well, I would give a rating from best to worst. So far, it's Japanese, Japanese, UK, the number three, the American one, this 20th anniversary, and then the other ones are bottom so far.
so as an extension of this one, we also have this one. This is the alternate cover of the previous one.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. I like that they were doing that. I actually like that. I wish they did that more. They don't do it as much now. I wish they did that more because I actually used to flip my Blu-rays. I don't do that anymore because I need room. It's hard to put 2,000 DVDs in a and in your fucking closet when when they're in those boxes. You just run out of room. So I switched over to the CD gems for storage space. But back in the day, I used to put those on my wall. Like I used to put poster art on my wall.
I mean, I have to be honest, the last two pictures, they don't have that sense of mystery to me because I feel like, oh, yeah, here, I don't, this is hard to explain. Like, the UK one, it feels
Mm-hmm.
like I said, if you were walking down, uh, if you're walking in a video store and you see this poster, I feel like it would prompt someone to pick it up and look at it because it'll catch their attention. This, on the other hand, gives me the vibe of, hey, look, it's Transformers doing stuff that you've seen so many times. It doesn't have that sense of, oh, this is
I
something new.
disagree. I disagree. I disagree. I think it looks pretty. I think it looks good. See, the thing about a box art, if you walk by and you see Transformers, you see that. standing there. It's like that's an interesting thing. What I would do if I was running a movie rental store, well, they don't exist anymore unless you live in like a foreign country. Up here, they just pretty much are non-existent. Like I think we have one movie store in town that still sells VHSs.
No, but here's the thing. This poster is oh, it feels like okay, we're gonna put Rodimus doing this pose because everybody knows this pose. Let's reference the old U.S. poster by everyone having everyone shooting up in the sky. It feels like a bunch of ideas we've seen put together. Whereas the UK one to me doesn't feel that way. It's not tickling
I
on
like
any
it.
kind of tropes or any imagery that we're supposed to be familiar with.
No, I like them because it adds flavor. What is that? Like what's Optimus holding above him? Because like, I think at that point we never really got to see the Matrix that often. It's more blown out now. Like let's fucking be honest, we're actually completely blown out of proportion. Like we all know what those are, but back in the day we didn't know what those.
I think
So
it's just that the
if I
UK
was
one.
to
I know I
see
keep going
that,
back to the UK one, but the fact that it doesn't show anything, any artifacts, it doesn't show any
okay, I gotta
familiar
say something.
tropes.
As a nostalgia, as an is it is as this being a nostalgia boomer. Like I said, the American one's always going to be a nostalgia boomer. Them shooting up in the air is always going to be a nostalgia boomer because that's something I saw. But this does look good. If I was to walk by this back in the '80s and I was to see that, I'd be like, well, that looks interesting. I wonder what this is. Mind you, if I saw the Japanese one, I'd go out and buy it. But
I think this is kind of like
so
referencing
yeah,
everything. Like it's got Rodimus doing that, like in the Japanese one. They're shooting up in the air, like in the US one. Huh? It's kind of it's like a combination of the two,
yeah,
only digital. But again, I like
yeah.
the older ones more.
I agree. I still like the Japanese one. The Japanese one so far is the best. So any others on our little docket here?
Yeah, here we go. This is the most recent Blu-ray 4K Blu-ray art.
God damn, that's awful.
Why are Optimus Prime's legs so ginormous? Like you're
God
drawing
damn,
Transformers, not Armored Core.
God damn, that's awful. That is bad. Oof, oof, oof.
I know.
Rough. Jesus fuck. Oh man, I do not like that. It looks like Prime is flashing us his breasts.
Oh
It
yeah.
looks awful.
On the
It looks like
on
he's
this side, we've got the classic characters. On the other side, we've got the newer characters. Really?
no, 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 no,
This
no,
this better
no,
represents my problems than the previous one we were talking about.
no,
This is just not good.
no, no, no. It looks like Optimus Prime is getting ready to flash us his.
No, but
No, no. Just take that garbage away. I would rather pirate the movie than get that image. Take that image away. Now what's the next one? No, god awful.
here's another 4K Blu-ray art.
That one's okay. Can you zoom in on that one a little bit? That one looks okay. Yeah, that looks way better.
Much
That
better.
actually looks way better. There's our fucking Transformers movie thing. Okay, the other one looked like shit.
The other
That
one
one
looked
looks like
lazy, way too simple.
yeah. This one looks beautiful. That one actually. This looks like something you put on your wall. The other one looks like something if you're starting a porn pair. Rodimus, I must give you my spark. Bow, bow, wow, bow, wow, wow, bow, wow,
Ew. But yeah, this is actually pretty good. But
No, that's good. That's good. That
it
one I would say is close to. I would say if we were to put it in place, I would say that's right below the 20th anniversary pictures.
No, what I was gonna say is that I think this takes inspiration from the UK art because it's showing different, uh, two different uh, terrains. You got the space battle going on. You got the ground battle going on. Earth battle. You've got characters all over the place and bits and bobs of things happening
Yeah.
here and there. This is definitely inspired by the UK one, but I still put the UK one ahead of this on the account that I don't know. There's just something about hand drawn which I appreciate more.
Like I said before, I would actually give it, if I was to give a rating right now, it's Japanese, UK, American, because I have to give the American one because I remember the arcade back in the day when I used to go to an arcade. And that's always going to be a gentle reminder of my childhood. Is that poster right? I used to walk by that every time. And then when the Ninja Turtles came out, they had a Ninja Turtles poster. They had a bunch of posters up, and I miss that arcade. Even to this day, I wish that store still existed, but they bulldozed the whole thing down. Um, no, as a whole, I would say Japanese, UK, American, the 20th anniversary,
Which one?
and
Which
both
20th
box art.
anniversary?
Oh,
Okay.
because they're technically both are this. I'll say both. I'll give them a tie, and then this one, and then the rest are like garbage, 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 and then the bottom is the porn parody one, which I'm now calling the porn parody. Transformer the porn parody one.
Oh dear God.
And that's my rating on that, man. Because Jesus hell, that's just yeah, that's my rating. This isn't bad. Is there any others,
Um,
or are we?
no, no, I think we're done.
I think we're done. Okay.
No,
Well,
we
that's
didn't find
that's
any
been
more.
our review. Yeah, that's been a review of the box arts. Remember that I'd like to thanks everybody because this is usually people box art ones don't really get that much viewership. But you know what? It's Transformers movies, and we're doing a Transformer hit off. Let's have some fun with it. Let's really look at some of the stuff, and then maybe we'll. So what's next for us? Should we do the Bayformer movies? I don't want to do the Bayformer movies. Do you want to do the Bayformer movies?
I I wouldn't mind ripping on the first movie because I haven't not seen the other. Well, I've seen the third one. I've never finished the second one, but I haven't seen the rest. So
Unfortunately, I literally have seen these movies because they were movie. I go cheap day when we could I went cheap day with my buddies when we were kind of doing we'd go out and party and go do that. We'd go see a movie, and so I've seen all the Transformers movies, and almost all of them, but I don't remember any of them because it was just so boring to me. I just kind of fell asleep. I literally woke up to explosion. Like I'd literally be passing out, wake, boom, ah, that's pretty much my rendition of me watching the Transformer, the Bayformer movies.
the Bay.
That's how bad I didn't like them. So we'll definitely thinking about doing it. Hey, maybe if we get to here's what we'll do. We're gonna stop the Transformer things now, and maybe go to something else Transformers. We could talk about some of the other stuff that's out there. But if we get to 50 subs, then we'll do the Bay. We'll do not only that. We'll not only do the first Bayformer movie. We'll do all the Bayformer movies.
Oh hell no! I'm not touching those. I'll only do the first one. But let's do this instead. How about we do a thing where so that you don't have to keep watching 50, 200 episodes of different shows. You sample different Transformer series of my choosing, and you talk about what your overall reaction is, what your impression is. And we could start with the 2001 Robots in Disguise series, or Beast Wars, or
I'm
Armada.
not a fan of Beast Wars. I've seen Armada. I've seen Beast. I've seen them all.
Oh, I was under the impression you haven't, but okay, we'll have to
No,
rewatch
I've
something
actually
completely.
I've actually watched every Transformers thing except for the 2000. I think the brand new, most recent one I haven't watched.
You're not missing much.
Yeah, from what I've been told. Remember, I'm not a huge Transformer fan, but I'll sit down and watch a Transformer movie. Like I watch the cartoons. I put them on. I work on books and stuff, so I always have something on in the background. Like hell, once I get a working freaking once I get my exercise bike fixed, I'll be probably watching the Gen 1 Transformers again. So yeah, no, I'll be definitely damn straight all out. I'll be doing that.
Well, if anyone else wants to watch Generation 1 Transformers, all episodes are available on YouTube for free now by Hasbro themselves.
Oh, have they finally done that?
They finally did. And I think they've been. At one point, I remember they were streaming G.I. Joe, all episodes,
Oh yeah, I
live
remember
streaming.
hearing about them. Yeah,
And
I
there's
know, and I
also.
actually.
Oh, what else was I going to say? Have you seen the Japanese Generation 1 series? The Headmasters and the
No.
Master Force. Maybe we should talk about giving those a go.
Maybe that might be an idea. We'll see. We'll see what we do. You never know with our collective mind. This was just an excuse to talk about stuff because a band that I like, Cybertronic Spree, is actually has concert dates coming up next month. So I wanted to like kind of like share the love and be like, hey, yeah, let's talk about the Transformers movie. Something that actually I have a huge that actually put a lot in my life as one of my favorite movies.
Well, I hope you guys go to this concert and enjoy it because I don't live in America, so I cannot go see it, but enjoy it for me.
No, no. Yeah, no, they're good band, and actually very funny. Some of the stuff. Like I like the whole Shockwave cocktails. God, those are funny.
All right.
So yeah, other than that, yeah, that's it. So I'd like to thank everybody, and you guys have yourselves a very, very, very good